Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is AppleFUNk, and welcome back to the channel. First time guest, welcome to you also. Let's get into it. I was about to play my video game, and this overwhelming urge came over me to spin some yarn, believe it or not. I'm not going to even try to explain that because it's odd to me on so many different levels. Anywho, hopefully you watched the last video. If you did, then you saw me use a spindle that my sister-in-law bought me. It was a bottom, but I've made it a top since then. What I did is I unscrewed it from here, the hook, and because it's easier for me than the bottom. Then I used a 1/16 inch drill bit, and I drill a pilot hole, and then I screw that screw back down in there. Then I put a little bit of a dab of crazy glue on a little flat piece that goes against the wood. Then I went ahead and made a leader out of a piece of the wool that I had, and I tied it on, and I think I'm ready to go. But before I start, I don't even know if this is going to be aired because it's supposed to be pretty relaxing. And yes, I have an earbud on because I'm listening to music. I can't have it out loud because it would interrupt my speech with you. And I can't just sit in silence because that would drive me nuts. So I'm jamming and I'm spinning. So once again, I pre-drafted this and I thought it looked pretty good. I'm trying to determine the proper thickness, and I like this. Yeah, I like this. Let me show you what I did, because I'm really starting to focus more on the drafting, because I think that's going to be a pretty important part of what we're trying to achieve here. I mean, starting from there. So, figure, and I have so much left. It's amazing how this just grows and grows and grows. So, and so I really started trying to do like I saw in the video. I'm really trying to be a little more observant with it, a little more, gracious. And you're right. I mean, you can see where it's pulling. You can feel it, and it's not weak. It's not like it's falling apart, but I can see why this step is so important. I didn't want to force that. And I can do it some more on the, and this is a little thicker than this, even though I think I used a lot less. I had to have. But so far, this is how much I have from what I spun down in El Paso on the wheel and what I did here. I got a little chunk going. I'm going to be able to make more in a pot holder, I think. I'm hoping. Look at that. It's a lot. And I'm still probably going to get at least two peels off of this. I don't know what they would be called. Sections? I still got to figure out how to keep it out of my way. I saw that, and I did watch, I think it was the Walnut Groves. I forgot the title of the video. Either way, that young lady also made a video for the bottom. So I watched both. I went ahead and watched the other one. And I went back and watched the first one. And I was doing air movements. And it really felt like I could do it with the top so much better with the air movements. And then it seemed like it translated. Now that I'm on camera, I don't know if it's going to show up like that. I don't think it will. I'm going to even take this out a little more. What do you think? Should I start there? Let's start there and get warmed up. Let's get warm. No, we can do more here. We can do more. We don't want it. I don't want it too weak, but that's too close. Because one thing I just don't want it. I don't want it falling apart when I get it spinning and twisting. I would like for it to have some substance. And I'm thinking this also affects the uniformity of the whole thing. I've got to think that if you've got big wads in a place, your uniformity is going to be off. So, I mean, you could just spend time doing this, a lot of time just doing it. And we increased our length just there. So let's give it a go. We're not trying to make a, this would have just been my time, Apple time. But I figure if this is something I've already put out there and I'm enjoying doing it, then hey, let me keep going. Okay, I made this leader, like I told you. And so also I realized that they take it, push it up, and they go clockwise a couple turns, and they're pretty much ready to go. All right? And plus I can keep it now between my legs like they do. You know, I can hold it and do the different things I need to do with it. So I've got my little finger in that hole of the leader. Let's take the, oh, I can't. It's hard to keep your legs pressed and put my thighs together. I lost a little weight. I used to have bigger thighs. It's hard to keep this little stick between. I'm going to get a spindle holder. All right, so we're going to take this and we're going to feed it through. This is still going to be very thick, I think. Only one way to find out, right? Let's get my finger out of here and put these fibers through here. We'll make it pretty, we'll make a good overlap. I think that's so thick. Is that too thick? Okay, what's going to be the easiest way? I'm going to be very busy. I can see that. My thing came off. Okay, so we can take it around. Hold on, let me take it to the dilly-dally. And then 1, 2, they did it 3 times. Maybe that's the secret. Yeah, they did it like 3 times. I can feed it, I think, like this. Clockwise motion. I don't think that leader, that twist is long enough on the thing. Get out of there. Get out of there. Okay, I'm holding back the twist, but at the same time, I don't think it's strong. It's not enough twist. I'm just going to do this till I get it started, and then I'll start bunching it. Oh, now I'm not used to doing it with this hand. I'm used to, let me do it with the hand I'm used to. So I'm going to hold it back with this hand. I just got to keep it out of the bundle, but that's too thick. I don't know. This is too thick. It's not spinning right. In my opinion, not just in my opinion. It's, well, I mean, it's still doing its thing, but I won't. And the other reason they said to stay behind the twist, to keep the twist behind your fingers was because at the moment the last episode I did, I stated that it was because you wouldn't be able to manage it or something. But once it's twisted, you can't draft it anymore. You know, or probably makes it. I don't know if it makes it impossible, or what, but. I'm trying to see just like if I could go ahead and take that right there on its own. They did it clockwise. I am so messing this up. Oh, that's wrong. Okay, I gotta take it off of here and then go 1, 2, take it off, and then get out of my way, you hook. You can't let that go. Off of me, you hook. I think I know now what too thick is, and I think that what happened. Okay, so we got a little tear here. Let's see if we can. We got some twist in here probably, you know, that haven't been worked out. Okay, well, we got a fresh start here. Let's see. Well, it's not really fresh, is it? We still got some action going here. I wonder if I can I can get that in. I think I can. Okay, so I just keep ending up with more and more, it seems like. Okay, so oh, that's a little much, isn't it? Let's let that out. Let's try this again. That's probably.
There you go. That way you can see the measurements. It's a guitar. The first one is the drum tracks. It's a guitar trip.
You know, I can't say it's not getting easier, but I can say that you've got to have a position, a rhythm, and you got to know where everything is, because by the time you turn around, that's a big knot. I mean, let me just keep going. I think I'm going too far up. I'm gonna have to watch the video again, which I will, but we'll see. We'll see. Come on. Just doesn't seem to be. I know it's because it's too thick. This won't happen on the next piece. Okay, we can get this off of here. I know it's a little unorthodox. I'm really trying to make do. I am. I think the next one will be better. Remember, this is the warm-up, and I'm adding to my spools, so thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. I am adding to my spool. Just got a little piece here left, so let me see if I can draft it out a little more. And see if maybe it will spin different than what we've been doing. All right, let's get some. Oh, there we go. Let's give that a shot. Let's give it a shot. See if we hit a good consistency. think that's a better consistency, folks. I think so. I think we did good. I think our next one will come out a lot better because we now have a working sort of consistency to go with that we feel comfortable with, right? Yeah, I still got a lot of spadoodle up here. You know,
the measurements.
We can. Hey, spin it again. I'm trying to get this out. It's in there. Oh, there we go. It don't want to come out. It's coming. I'm working it out. I don't want that knot in there. That little, and it's coming. Okay, it's out. It's close to the top now. So I like that a lot better. Okay, I like this. I think that's okay. If I can get everything to do that, let me see if I can get the rest of it that way. You know what? Let me get this off of here. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. So yeah, I like this. I like this more. Okay? Much better, right? If I can get a really good thickness on this next one and that whole thing turn out that, I'll feel pretty accomplished for the day. Okay, so now I need to get it. Oh, no. I got to finish this thing all the way to the end here. I'll take a little bit off. Okay, so let me wrap you around. We're going to get you going here. I think that's got it right. We don't have to do too much there. Now, I gotta get this off of here. I made something pretty ridiculous. I'm hoping it'll help. I want to put it around this hanger. And like I said, I haven't tried it. I just literally said, let me see if a hanger will do, because I used that other hanger and I realized that I was very quickly going to run out of space. So I was hoping I could make something a little, just to hold it, you know, till I get back around to getting it off of here. So everything will get better and faster and, you know, more sophisticated. Okay, can I let that go yet? Yes, I can let it go now. All right. And so now we got to get this leader out of here, and I didn't even think about that piece. Well, you know what? Can we, okay, I mean, I see it. It's right here in front of me. Come on, there we go. It might be, okay. It might be just as easy. Oh, you know what though? I twisted this in, so I wonder if this end will just come right out, because I didn't, I spun it, but very little. Right? Yeah. Okay. Let's get this tucked in. There we go. So we'll take all of this and we're going to put it on there too. We'll see how big of a deal we get. Okay, so let's make some on the spot adjustments for our leader here. Didn't really need any. I mean, as long as I can get through this hole, I'm pretty happy that we can. There we go, hole's back. Everybody's happy with the hole. All right. Let's take this thin one. It was pretty thin. Remember we talked about maybe being too thin and we bumped it up and never even tried this one? Well, what we're going to do now is I'm going to draft this one out a little more. You know, I like that tight knit, that tight grouping. So I think then there is going to be, ooh, that was almost too much. Yeah. You gotta be real careful. Once you hit that point, it's gonna go. I think I could get this one a little more. This one's sort of doubled over. But you can definitely see where it starts to come apart, like the lady said in the video. And it might be easier for me. No, it wouldn't be easier for me to draft it as I'm going. No way. No way. Absolutely not. If I can't figure out where this material needs to be now, and it's only the material and me, then imagine trying to take it apart and separate it during that whole period of time. Okay, I gotta be real careful here to do something. Do it. And let's get you in the pocket. I'm going to start naming things myself. This is the saddle. I'm going to put the flanking rod through the saddle. Oh, the flanking rod needs to be readjusted. That saddle seems a little bit congested. I might need to free it up. Perfect fit. Gotta love when a flanking rod goes right inside the saddle like that. Just amazing. All right. So we're gonna find the notch. We're gonna take the leader. We're gonna wrap it around, and we are ready to spin, baby. We're gonna spin this one tight. I'm going to try to trust it. I'm trying to find that finger tension that's going to give me the thickness I want. Okay, that's about as much as I'm going to get out of that, and from the feel of it. Should I wrap it? I like it, so I'm going to wrap it. Okay, we got it back. I'm going to switch hands. Get back in the... Why is this difficult now? Okay, there we go. What am I doing differently than I did not do before? I need to know immediately. Okay, let's try to get the same feel. I think that could be tighter. Let's
that way you can see.
Go ahead and
the measurements. It's a guitar. That first one is a drum track. It's a guitar trip.
Okay. I think it's getting better. Yeah. Here she comes. She's starting to get there. Nice. Keep going. You good. Get a little bit of spit on there. Not too much. What do you do? I think I got a good one here. You know what? If I'm going to do it, I need to go ahead and commit, right? Commit to it, and I can let it out where I want it, like that. Commit to it. Yeah, right there. Commit. Okay, so I'm committed. Woo, doggy. All right, let's get this. Each time I'm doing something different, I know, but that's okay. That's okay. I feel good about that one. I mean, it was dirty, but you know, it was dirty, but it I like the outcome. So yeah, I could dig it. And we got to get this off of there and on to the collector, as what I call that. It's the collector. So anyway, this has been another episode of Funk Spins. Thank you very much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I have a long ways to go. So as I practice, I'll post it. I try to spend a little bit of time in everything, you know, as not to get bored. So thank you very much. Y'all have a wonderful day.